A whopping £400 million was spent by Premier League clubs in a major January transfer window. But it was Crystal Palace who were the surprise top spenders as they completed a club record £48 million deadline day move for Wolves striker Jorgen Strand Larsen, while also keeping hold of Jean-Philippe Mateta. Sign up for the Arsenal newsletter. Thank you. Crystal Palace's £48 million deadline day move for Jorgen Strand Larsen made them the top winter spenders credit. Jorgen Strand Larsen, KontentHaus. Man City spent £62.5 million on Antoine Semenyo, who has hit the ground running. Credit. Getty. The FA Cup holders had already smashed their record in January after spending £35 million on Tottenham winger Brennan Johnson. And Palace also bolstered their frontline with a loan move for Aston Villa's Guessand for a total spend of £83 million. But there was no sign of a new defender despite selling captain Mark Guéhi to Man City for £20 million. Palace's spending came just ahead of City's, who also splashed £62.5 million on Bournemouth forward Antoine Semenyo for a total of £82.5 million. Read more in Football. But among the other established, Big Six clubs, there was little sign of life. Tottenham were the most active with a £35 million deal for Atletico Madrid midfielder Conor Gallagher, as well as a £13 million move for Santos left-back Sousa. Even so, Spurs' business was blasted a disgrace by club captain Christian Romero after they were left short on senior stars for Sunday's 2-2 draw against City. Elsewhere, Arsenal, Chelsea and Man United didn't make a single senior signing between them. Most read in Football. Best free bets and betting sign-up offers. Conor Gallagher returned to English football with Tottenham. Credit. Getty. Liverpool agreed a deal to sign Jeremy Jacquet, but he won't arrive until the summer. Credit. Getty. And Liverpool also failed to bring any big names in now, although they did strike a £60 million deal to sign Rennes centre-back Jeremy Jacquet for the summer. In total, Prem clubs spent a massive £404 million on new signings, up £9 million from 2025's winter spend, which was driven by a mini-Man City rebuild. Indeed, it's the third highest total spent during a January window in the past decade. Transfer Deadline Day Live. Follow all the latest from the January window. In 2018, a huge £465 million was dropped by teams in the top flight. But it's all just a drop in the water compared to the winter of 2023, when a mind-shattering £815 million was spent, mainly by Chelsea on stars such as £105 million Enzo Fernandez. Here, Sunsport reveals every Premier League transfer of the 2025-26 winter window. Arsenal. Ins. Jadon Dixon, Stoke City, £500,000. Evan Mooney, St Mirren, £400,000. Outs. Harrison Dujiak, Braintree, loan. Louis Copley, Crawley, loan. Ethan Nwaneri, Marseille, loan. Alexander Zinchenko, Ajax, undisclosed. Osman Kamara, Blackburn Rovers, undisclosed. Maldini Kakari, Grimsby Town, undisclosed. Will Sweet, Dagenham and Redridge, loan. Aston Villa. Ins. Allison, Gremio, £10.5 million. Brian Madjo, Mets, undisclosed. Tammy Abraham, Besiktas, £18.25 million. Douglas Luiz, Juventus, loan. Outs. Daniel Malin, as Roma, undisclosed. Evan Guessand, Crystal Palace, loan. Yassine Ozcan, Besiktas, loan. Samuel Illing Jr., Pisa, loan. Aidan Borland, Swindon Town, loan. Sam Lewis, Oxford United, loan. Finley Munro, Middlesbrough, £300,000. Kane Taylor, Oldham Athletic, loan. Sil Swinkles, Chesterfield, loan. Charlie Pavey, Hereford, loan. Jamaldine Jimo Alaba, West Brom, loan. Caden Young, Reading, loan. Louis Berry, Stockport County, loan. Bournemouth. Ins. Fraser Forster, free. Alex Toth, Ferencváros, £10.4 million. Aid Solanke, Lorient, undisclosed. Ryan, Vasco da Gama, £30.3 million. Christos Mandas, Lazio, loan. Alex Toth, Bournemouth, £10.4 million. Aid Solanke, Lorient, undisclosed. Outs. Antoine Semenyo, Manchester City, £62.5 million. Julian Araujo, Celtic, loan. Romain Favre, Auxerre, loan. Julian Araujo, Celtic, loan. Brentford. Ins. K. Furo, Club Brugge, undisclosed. Outs. Ewan Morgan, Shrewsbury, loan. Michael Olakibi, Swindon, loan. Miles Peart-Harris, Oxford United, undisclosed. Gustavo Nunes, Swansea, loan. Matthew Cox, Shrewsbury, loan. Chance Hedman, Harrogate, undisclosed. Eunice Koenig, Oxford United, loan. Paris Maghoma, Norwich City, undisclosed. Frank Onyeka, Coventry City, loan. Ewan Morgan, Shrewsbury, loan. Brighton. Ins. Pascal Gross, Borussia Dortmund, £1.5 million. Matt O'Reilly, Marseille, returned from loan. Outs. Aaron Cashin, Blackburn, loan. Yoon de Jong, Dordrecht, loan. Ibrahim Osman, Birmingham, loan. Facundo Buonanotte, Leeds, loan. Brajan Gruda, RB Leipzig, loan. Diego Coppola, Paris FC, loan. Jeremy Sarmiento, Middlesbrough, loan. Tommy Watson, Millwall, loan. Jacob Slater, Harrogate, loan. Joe Knight, Stevenage, loan. Kalen Vickers, Wigan, loan. Burnley. Ins. James Ward-Prowse, West Ham, loan. Cameron Scott, Rangers, undisclosed. Outs. Louis Forsaw, Worksop, loan. Hannes Delcroix, Lugano, undisclosed. Luca Koleosho, Paris FC, loan. Michael Obafemi, Blackpool, loan. Oliver Zana, Sparta Prague, loan. Brad Grant, released. Joe Bevan, Dundee United, undisclosed. Felix Chester, Burzkoff, loan. Tom Tweedy, Darlington, loan. Manuel Benson, Maccabi Haifa, undisclosed. Joe Ashton, Marine, loan. Chelsea. Ins. Yisa Aleo, Sheffield Wednesday, undisclosed. Outs. Raheem Sterling, released. Facundo Buonanotte, Brighton, end of loan. Kendry Paez, River Plate, loan. Aaron Anselmino, Strasbourg, loan. Tyreek George, Everton, loan. Leo Castledine, Middlesbrough, undisclosed. David Fofana, Strasbourg, loan. Otto Ampa, Stoke City, undisclosed. Axel Disasi, West Ham United, loan. Crystal Palace. Ins. Brennan Johnson, Crystal Palace, £35 million. Evan Guessand, Aston Villa, loan. Jorgen Strand Larsen, Wolves, £48 million. Outs. Nouru Ahamada, Auxerre, undisclosed. Roman Essie, Coventry, loan. Owen Goodman, Barnsley, loan. Mark Gahey, Manchester City, £20 million. Everton. Ins. Tyreek George, Chelsea, loan. Outs. Francis Okoronkwo, Doncaster, loan. Harrison Armstrong, Preston, loan. George Finney, Ayr United, loan. Roman Dixon, Stockport, loan. Will Tayman, Tranmere, loan. Harry Tyrer, Cardiff, undisclosed. Martin Sharif, Port Vale, loan. George Finney, Ayr United, loan. Will Tayman, Tranmere Rovers, loan. Francis Okoronkwo, Doncaster Rovers, loan. Roman Dixon, Stockport County, loan. Eli Campbell, Port Vale. Fulham. Ins. Oscar Bob, Manchester City, £27 million. Outs. Adama Traoré, West Ham United, £2 million. Luke Harris, Wycombe Wanderers, loan. Chibi Nwoko, Forest Green, loan. Aaron Lupalo by Walsall, loan. Aaron Lupalo by Walsall, loan. Terrell Works, Yeovil Town, loan. Marco Underwood, Uxbridge, loan. Leeds. Ins. Facundo Buonanotte, Brighton, loan. Outs. Jack Harrison, Fiorentina, loan. Harry Gray, Rotherham, Leeds. Rory Mahady, Scunthorpe, loan. Connor Douglas, Buxton, loan. Liverpool. Ins. Mortala Njai, Amity, undisclosed. Jeremy Jacquet, Rennes, £60 million. Outs. James Norris, Shelburne, undisclosed. Luke Chambers, Charlton, loan. Lewis Kumas, Hull City, loan. James Balagazi, Forest Green Rovers, loan. Luke Chambers, Charlton Athletic, loan. Callum Scanlon, Cardiff City, loan. Man City. Ins. Antoine Semenyo, Bournemouth, £62.5 million. Mark Gahey, Crystal Palace, £20 million. Outs. Jamai Simpson Pusey, Colne, loan. Claudio Echeverri, Girona, loan. Will Dixon, Chesterfield, undisclosed. Calvin Phillips, Sheffield United, loan. Joel Ndala, Sheffield Wednesday, loan. Oscar Bob, Fulham, £27 million. Stefan Ortega, Nottingham Forest, £500,000. Jayden Heskey, Sheffield Wednesday, loan. Will Dixon, Chesterfield, undisclosed. Jadel Katongo, Kayserispor, undisclosed. Man Utd. Ins. N.A. Outs. Toby Collier, Hull City, loan. Harry Amass, Norwich City, loan. Ethan Wheatley, Bradford, loan. Reece Bennett, Fleetwood Town. Joe Hudgel, Kilmarnock. Gabriel Biancheri, Rotherham, loan. James Scanlon, Swindon Town, loan. Sam Mather, Kayserispor, undisclosed. Jacob Devaney, St Mirren, loan. Newcastle. Ins. N.A. Outs. Ben Parkinson, Falkirk, undisclosed. Antonio Cordero, Cadiz, loan. Joe White, Bradford, loan. Harrison Ashby, Bradford, loan. Cathal Heffernan, Harrogate, undisclosed. Antonito Cordero, Cadiz, loan. Joe Brayson, Morpeth, loan. Charlie MacArthur, Airdrieonians, loan. Max Thompson, Ayr, loan. Nottingham Forest. Ins. Lorenzo Luca, Napoli, loan. Stefan Ortega, Manchester City, £500,000. Luca Netz. Borussia Mönchengladbach, £1.1 million. Outs. Arnaud Calamuendo, Frankfurt, loan. Jamie McDonnell, Oxford United, undisclosed. Josh Powell, Fleetwood Town, loan. James McDonnell, Oxford United, undisclosed. George Murray Jones, Chester, loan. Josh Powell, Fleetwood Town, loan. Asapa Osong, Fleetwood Town. Sunderland. Ins. Jocelyn Tabai, Maccabi Netanya, undisclosed. Melker Elborg, Malmo, £3 million. Nilson Angulo, Anderlecht, £17.5 million. Outs. J. Matate, MK Dons, undisclosed. Timothy Pembele, Le Havre, loan. Trey Ogunzui, Shrewsbury, loan. Zach Johnson, York, loan. Oliver Bainbridge, South Shields, loan. Jake Waters, Spennymoor, loan. Timur Tutyev, Exeter, loan. Joe Anderson, Barrow, undisclosed. Ben Middlemas, Swindon, undisclosed. Simon Adingra, Monaco, loan. Anthony Patterson, Millwall, loan. Patrick Roberts, Birmingham City, undisclosed. Dan Neal, Ipswich Town, loan. Leo Hjeld, Sheffield United, loan. Blondie Inanukeu, Boulogne, undisclosed. Agi Elise, Portsmouth, loan. Adel Ouchish, Schalke, undisclosed. Tottenham. Ins. Conor Gallagher, Atletico Madrid, £35 million. Sousa Santos, £13 million. James Wilson, Hearts, loan. Outs. Brennan Johnson, Crystal Palace, £35 million. Manor Solomon, Fiorentina, loan. Jamie Donnelly, Oxford, loan. Kota Takai, Borussia Mönchengladbach, loan. Jan Min-hyuk, Coventry, loan. Oliver Iro, Mansfield, loan. Yusuf Akamrik, Bristol Rovers, loan. Damola Ajayi, Bromley, loan. George Abbott, Mansfield Town, loan. Dane Scarlett, Hibernian, loan. Alfie Dorrington, Salford, loan. West Ham. Ins. Pablo Felipe, Gil Vicente, £22 million. Tati Castellanos, Lazio, £25 million. Keeper La Madrid, Deportivo La Guaira, loan. Adama Traoré, Fulham, £2 million. Axel Disasi, Chelsea, loan. Outs. Luis Guilherme, Sporting Lisbon, £17 million. Niklas Fulkrug, AC Milan, loan. Callum Marshall, Bochum, loan. George Earthy, Bristol City, loan. Junior Robinson, Boreham Wood, loan. Andy Irving, Sparta Prague, undisclosed. Kalen Casey, Leyton Orient, loan. Lucas Paqueta, Flamengo, £35.5 million. Guido Rodriguez, Valencia, undisclosed. James Ward-Prowse, Burnley, loan. Igor Julio, returned to Brighton. Emeka Adiele, Utrecht, undisclosed. Callum Marshall, Bochum, loan. Junior Robinson, Boreham Wood, loan. Recommended stories. Wolves. Ins. Adam Armstrong, Southampton, £7 million. Dapo and Unlopo, Bromley, undisclosed. Angel Gomes, Marseille, loan. Outs. Alfie Pond, Crew, loan. Kijana Hoover, Sheffield United, loan. Temple Ojinaka, Shrewsbury, loan. Marshall Munetsi, Paris FC, loan. Fletcher Hallman, Swindon, undisclosed. Fair Lopez, Celta Vigo, loan. Jorgen Strand Larsen, Crystal Palace, £48 million. Ki-Jana Hoover, Sheffield United, loan. Caden Voice, Cardiff City, undisclosed. Tawanda Chirewa, Barnsley, loan. Comments.